We consistently date broken people. As a matter of fact, being at the age that I was trying to date, I was broken. You know what I'm saying? I'm broken. I'm young. I'm trying to figure out life. The money ain't where it's supposed to be. I'm holding myself to a standard that I'm just not there yet. And me at my age now, not knowing at that time, it's just gonna take time.
Where do I move in this world? Could you please tell me what the hell I'm doing for it? Bring me to my knees. I'm so stupid. Would you tell me honestly if I wasn't meant to be what I see when I dream? Where do I move in this world? Could you please tell me what the hell I'm doing for it? Bring me to my knees. I'm so stupid. Would you tell me honestly if I wasn't meant to be what I see when I dream? It's a big, big world out there. Plenty possibilities. All of them.
This is the Gentleman's Club podcast, and we are back with another brand new episode after a slight hiatus or whatever. And same agenda. We're just trying to show our purpose again, man, and just keep pushing the same narrative. And like I said, the biggest thing for the Gentleman's Club from the beginning was holding men accountable. That's exactly what we want to do. Every episode is hold men accountable. It's so many different podcasts where men are telling women exactly how to act, how to handle a man so they can get a man, and it's men doing it. And I just don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? I think that women have their perspectives and we have ours, but there's not enough men out here who are actually holding each other accountable. And that's the point in the Gentleman's Club, because it's a club at the end of the day. I got friends. Everybody got friends, and they hold me accountable. Um, a couple of them do, but a couple of them hold me accountable. And that's the point in the Gentleman's Club, is just holding your guy accountable. If you got friends, if you a man and you in a man group, every man got like 3 or 4 friends. It's just default. We don't have a problem holding friends. That's a woman's thing. So men don't have a problem holding friends, and the point of the Gentleman's Club is starting to hold each other accountable and continuing on making each other better, and also just being in each other in our kids' lives for real, and being a great husband to your wife, being a man. I think the biggest thing you can be in life is a man, and the best part of being a man is dedicating yourself to a purposeful lifestyle. And with that being said, a lot of things come with that. You know, Purposeful is not money. It does entail money, but ultimately, I think that as a man, you have to have or hold yourself accountable to responsibilities and just different things like that. Standards like upholding a family, you know, being a safety net, being a provider, being a protector. That's exactly what we're innately here to do, is to provide and protect. So, like I said, that's the point of the Gentleman's Club, man, is just holding each other accountable to that, being a great husband, being a great father. And that's another thing, too, man. I'm just deadbeat dads, you know. That's something that just gets under my skin, especially when you're the best hooper in your league, in your men's league. Like, stop with the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like, focus on things that's more important, like your family, like your son, like your daughter. Stop putting those things ahead of them, thinking that, oh, okay, I'm doing something I love. That's just moving in sand. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm here for. That's what the Gentleman's Club here for. I'm gonna call you out on that. I'll make sure you know that that's some bullshit. Like, dedicate yourself, put your kids first, put your wife first, put your family first, put your responsibilities first. And then, when you got time, do it. I do it. I got a wife, I got 2 kids, and they are needing me. They need me for everything. You know what I'm saying? And as much as I want to shortcut, as much as I do shortcut, the attendance is fully there. So it's like, I put my family first, but at the same time, I do work out. I do. I'm in a men's league, getting buckets, killing niggas. So, you know, I kind of do it all, but I'm agile. But at the same time, I'm gonna put my family first, especially my kids, especially my wife. I'm gonna put those things first. Like I said, I do have two kids. I have a 7-year old, um, and he is just now playing football, which I don't know where he got that from. I'm a hooper, in and out, up and down. My daughter, she's hard as a rock, and she's 1 year old, wrestling her brother. So I'm pretty sure she's gonna pick up a ball one day the way she's acting. So um, they gonna need me. You know what I'm saying? They gonna need me, and there's no men's league in the world that's gonna those 20 points. I can get those anywhere, and I'm not getting paid to do it. So you guys who are putting those men leagues, putting that I've been overseas too. You know what I'm saying? So I've been overseas. I know what that check is like. And I know what that lifestyle is like. And I know what that time is when you gotta wake up at 9 a.m. and your kids wake up at when it's 9 a.m. here, it's freaking 2 p.m. there and they in school. And by the time you got practice at 11, they getting ready for bed. So it's like, okay, talk to them before they in school. So you probably won't see them. FaceTime them, you still probably won't see them. So, and then the check is bare minimum. This is the Gentleman's Club, and I hope you're enjoying this brand new episode. Um, I just want to let y'all know a couple things that we got coming. Make sure you stay tuned for this brand. We got the brand new Gentleman's Club brand coming out, so make sure you stay tuned because I'm gonna post the links. I'm gonna make sure that y'all have that available. It's gonna be a click away. Um, Everything is getting manufactured. Everything is getting drawn out. We're working on different type of t-shirts, different type of brands that you guys can rock out to. So make sure you stay tuned, stay locked, subscribe, comment, and repost every chance you get. And stay tuned, man. And again, this is the Gentleman's Club. So a lot of these guys, man, they are choosing this lifestyle over their family. And luckily, I'm 30 now. Luckily, I was able to jump on it early. You know what I'm saying? I played basketball. I went to South Central. I was very highly ranked at small four in North Carolina. I had a very fun career. My high school career was very fun. I went to Gardner Webb for 3 years, and then I spent a year at HBCU at Winston-Salem State. Probably the best time of my life. You know, I didn't have a problem with playing time. I didn't have a problem getting a bucket. I didn't have a problem at no level. I decided to leave Gardner Webb because I just simply wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? With the staff, with the lifestyle. Only thing that was good about Gardner Webb, in my opinion, was basketball. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like it was more out there for myself. And I decided to leave and go to Winston-Salem State. Went to Winston-Salem State, graduated high school. Graduated at, well, I didn't even graduate. I went straight overseas. Didn't graduate, dropped out for real in the second semester. Once the basketball season was over, I was done with school. So I ended up going overseas, playing for a year. In the midst of that, my son was born. So he was born while I was here. And then I went overseas and, you know, my son was born and I came back and I post this picture every year. When I came back to see my son, it was the last time I would ever leave because I just didn't, I felt happier in that moment than I had ever been overseas. So, um, and I was like, what, 21, 22? I was just in the midst of, trying to find myself, and basketball wasn't making me happy anymore. So when I came back, that was probably the happiest time of my life, being able to see my wife, my now wife, um, my mom, my grandmother, and my son all in one moment was probably the best moment I've had in those short amount of time that I was overseas. Um, and yeah, I hopped on it early, and I had offers after that. I had a contract offers after that. Money wasn't good, but the league was good. I turned everything down. I think before that or either after that, I tried out for the G League. Time spent over there just wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth my time, you know, with my son. You know what I'm saying? Compared to my time with my son to basketball life, it just wasn't worth it. And a lot of people put are in the moment and haven't, and are afraid to let that ball go and let those little small things that's not benefiting you long term go. But I knuckled up and I did it. And honestly, at 30 years old, 8 years later, that was probably the best decision of my life. The love my kids have for me, the love my wife have for me, the love that I have built over the time is totally worth it. Um, shit, I made more money here than I ever did overseas. And at the same time, I put my kids to sleep every night, and I wake up to them every morning. So yeah, stop putting those things ahead of your family, ahead of your responsibility. Men, especially if you a man, be responsible, man. Be a what is it? A available man. Be available. Yeah, you probably broke. I was broke. Shit, I ain't make no money like that for real. Especially when I first got over here. Well, shit, I was selling cars, so I might be lying. But I was there. No matter what, I was there. I wasn't the most responsible person, and I wasn't putting everything first. And it took a long time for me to let go of the ball. It took a long time for me to take time off and figure out ways where, you know, I was a responsible dad. But it was worth it. I went through it. I went through it. Had my back and forths, had my regrets. Feeling like it's regrets. But now, 30, I should have did it fast. I should have never went overseas. I should have just got my degree at Winston-Salem State. Never went. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. It wasn't worth it for me. I can't speak for everybody else. It just wasn't worth it for me. But that, like I said, man, that's the point in the brand. That's the point in the Gentlemen's Club, man. Y'all men hold each other accountable because I've held myself accountable. My friends held me accountable. They told me my decisions were okay, but at the same time, I had to hold myself accountable. I had to look myself in the mirror. I had to stop caring about, what everybody was thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? And had to figure out ways to be accepting of myself and the decisions that I have made. Because those decisions, man, a lot of men make a lot of mistakes that they feel like they regrets, but they hold themselves accountable or they hold themselves to a certain standard, you know, and that's okay. But just no regrets, and if you do got regrets, learn to live with your regrets and be happy with them. Find the good in them. Um, I made mistakes, had a child at a young age, you know. I wish I would have waited till I was more mature, more settled, more stable. But I can't live in that regret. I can't allow my family to suffer because I have regret, you know. And I'm living in a lifestyle that's just not attainable, or not even attainable, but just unimaginable. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too, man. Stay off social media. Um, Stay off social media. Stop trying to impress each other. That's just the biggest thing, man. A lot of men and a lot of women, but it's a gentleman's club, so I'm gonna say a lot of men. They look on social media and you try to impress your boy. You know what I'm saying? I got plenty of close friends lists. I'm on those lists. I mean, you ain't gotta impress me with nothing, man. I mean, I don't mind, it's social media, whatever. It's just fun and games. But at the same time, a lot of people and a lot of men try to impress each other. Stop doing that, man. If that woman beautiful to you, that's all that matters. Like, love that woman. Like, don't allow your dudes to be like, yo, her feet ugly. Now you totally looking at her totally different. Like, come on, yo. Like, have your own nuts to stand on, have your own feet to stand on, and stop trying to impress others. Get off social media as much. Like, use it in a positive way. Stop using social media as a guide to life because it's not. Those people giving those quotes and giving those motivational topics, man, they are good. Don't get me wrong, they are good, but use them the correct way. Don't allow those things to like dictate your relationship, especially with your wife or whoever you think is gonna be your wife. If you can trust that woman, man, I think you should move forward. At least see exactly what's going on with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow that to be something that ruins your relationship and kind of misguides you. Men just hold themselves, gotta start holding themselves accountable, man. Like fix the frequencies. Once again, fix your frequency because that's gonna be the biggest part in you finding a partner, finding someone who holds value. Because if you hold yourself to a certain value and you hold yourself to a certain lifestyle, then in the midst of that lifestyle, the women are gonna be right in line of everything that you're looking for. So if you have responsibilities, man, stick to it, put it first, and give yourself daily deposits. I think that was my biggest thing with me. Is I never noticed it till just recently you start to do self care, you start to reanalyze yourself. But daily deposits, constantly, constantly loving your kids daily, working out daily, praying daily, telling your kids you love them daily, kissing your wife daily, loving your wife daily, and avoiding as many arguments as possible with your kids, with your wife, with your family. Learning how to hold your tongue, learning how to communicate. Those daily deposits will add up. Not saying I'm perfect, and no means am I anywhere close to perfect, but I make daily deposits to try to get better. Try to figure out what ticks me off, what ticks her off, what ticks my kids off. Trying to figure out what aligns and keep everything positive. Like I said, man, those daily deposits will add up, man. Like every day, holding yourself accountable, friends holding each other accountable, um, every day. And another great place to actually fix your frequency is going to church. Go to church every Sunday. Try to figure it out. Now, mind you, it is some thought pockets in church now. I ain't gonna sit here in front like they be trying to say that dream to you and all that stuff, but that's for you. Like I said, daily deposits for yourself. You got to change your lifestyle. So with that being said, that daily deposit of you going to church, you going to counseling, you figuring out what's gonna help yourself, what's gonna help you be a better person. That's gonna change your frequency, and then it's inevitable for you to find another person who's more positive, trying to find themselves, improve, because we consistently date broken people. As a matter of fact, being at the age that I was trying to date, I was broken. You know what I'm saying? I'm broken. I'm young. I'm trying to figure out life. The money ain't where it's supposed to be. I'm holding myself to a standard that I'm just not there yet. And me at my age now, not knowing at that time, it's just gonna take time and experience, taking L's, and just staying consistent and never giving up. Um, in those daily deposits, man, it just adds up. It just adds up. Now, mind you, marriage life is consistent, it's fun, it's enjoyable. There's so many positive things. It's actually I hold pride in my marriage because of the time that I've dedicated, the time that she's dedicated, the time that we've dedicated to ourselves, to our kids. Those daily deposits have added up. They have added up in so many different ways that I can't even explain. So marriage is what it is. It's just your pride. You can stand on something. You can actually say, hey, I built this from the ground up, literally from the ground up. Yeah, we started at like 21, 22, and like we were very young. I was still broken. I was broken. I was young. I was 22. I was selling a dream that I didn't have. I was selling a dream. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, but I didn't know the process of getting those things. I bought my first house, married, engaged at 25 or 26. Why? Because we communicated, we had dreams, we moved forward. We always put daily deposits into moving forward. So I was able to buy my first house at 25, 26 years old. At that time I had a 3-year old who's living in the house with his young parents. I mean, goal in the backyard. I mean, everything. A life, my son has both his parents in life. That's a life I've never seen. So right then and there, I already beat the odds. I had a bachelor's degree at the time, She had a bachelor's degree at the time. We was in and out of careers, but we always had money coming in. So daily deposits, always just moving forward, staying positive, and staying on the right path. And luckily, I had that in my household right there beside of me. I could have made, that could have been a mistake being young. We both could have gave up, this, that, and the third, but we never did. And those daily deposits just simply added up. And a lot of people say, hey, marriage is this, marriage is that. It's boring. It's this, that, and the third. Y'all better find somebody who's boring, bro. Like, find somebody who's boring, who emotions are not crazy. Like, find somebody who's consistent. Consistency is boring. That's honest right there. That's honest as hell. Consistency is boring as hell. Doing the same thing over and over, eating the same meals over and over, doing the same push-ups over and over, doing the dumb shit over and over. That shit is boring. Find somebody who's consistent. Find somebody who's consistent as you. At 20-some years old, I was not consistent. But luckily, we broke everything. We broke all the ice through communication. We talked through a lot of our stuff. But find somebody who's consistent. Find somebody who's boring. Find somebody who has the same love as you and doesn't mind, spending time with you. You are like the center of everything, luckily, I have that, But like I said, man, those daily deposits is just keeping everything positive, staying in a positive lane, changing your frequency. It'll change your outlook on finding the next partner. And I can guarantee if you change that frequency and change those daily deposits, you will run away from social media. That shit will fuck up your vision. Go grocery shopping. Hell, go get some swim stuff. Go to the pool in your neighborhood. Work out. Buy into the mats. Get some weights. Go to the weight section. Figure it out. I guarantee you're gonna find a woman in that same frequency. So just work on that, man. Work on your frequency. And like I said, man, that goes right into stop trying to impress others. Stop trying to impress others. Like I said, man, that's gonna keep everything kosher. That's gonna keep that lifestyle kosher. Because when you love yourself, when you impress yourself, you don't care who else you're impressing. Once you start impressing yourself, people are gonna fall in line. Trust me, you're popping. People are gonna be popping right with you. Everything that's trending is popping. If you look like you get money, if you look like you doing this, that, and the third, you breaking off, you living this lifestyle, that shit gonna be popping. Everybody gonna fall in line. Everybody gonna start doing exactly what you're doing. And that's just going to work, coming home. People think I'm doing so much. I just go to work, come home, work out. That's pretty much it. My free time, I'm spending with my kids. And every now and again, I do pop out with my niggas. And but daily deposits, man, that frequency matters. We're going to continue to set the standard, and we're going to continue to push this agenda because it's necessary. So, like I said, there's so many podcasts out there who are bashing women and telling them what to do, but there's no podcast out there there probably is out there, but it's not enough men talking about men and telling them what the fuck to do. And what the hell y'all doing is childish, and what the hell we doing is childish. I'm not perfect. So, hold me accountable. Slide in the comments. Let me.
Where do I move in this world? Could you please tell me what the hell I'm doing for it? Bring me to my knees. I'm so stupid. Would you tell me honestly if I wasn't meant to be what I see when I dream? Where do I move in this world? Could you please tell me what the hell I'm doing for it? Bring me to my knees. I'm so stupid. Would you tell me honestly if I wasn't meant to be what I see when I dream? It's a big, big world out there. Plenty possibilities. All of them